Welcome back to another episode of the DPCast. And I'm Paul, and today it is only me, as much as it was only Dan last week. So, as he stated at the very end, he hopes that you could do another one for this week. I think we all realised Dan waffled on enough last week, so I thought I'd come on and do the next part of the best of the hypotheticals. And this one is going to be all the old hypotheticals that we all loved and enjoyed before we had the old man come in. But I'm sure I had Dan last week state that we were going to have Will on episode 26 coming up. I think that might be about 27 possibly now. We're changing a few dates around. Now, I'm just going to be straight up with you. We're doing a lot of new projects coming for you. We're trying to get a lot of new content so YouTube will be more filled. And we've got a nice amount of awesomeness coming your way. And that will be new jingles, new segments, new things so maybe our fans can get interactive a bit more with us. So we're really excited to get us back into the recording booth, getting it back out to you guys, and giving you a full episode of the goodness that we pump out each and every week. Now you know how to download this show, and that is literally gone onto iTunes, SoundCloud, and all goddamn Android podcast apps, just by searching the DPCast. But further ado, I'm just going to let you get all the juicy goodness into your ears from all the old hypotheticals. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the show.
Entering the hypothetical corner.
So, we do a hypothetical question each and every week, and if you guys want to send us in your hypothetical questions, you know where to grab us, and that is at DPCasters, capital D, capital P, capital C, ASTERS, and that is for Facebook and Twitter. And this week, boys, we got a hypothetical question that we always do when Shaun's on, and that's a desert island hypothetical.
Yeah. Who am I stuck on a desert island with today?
The choice is yours.
Honest to God, guys, right? If you've seen me about 5:30 today, I was literally like going, fuck, oh shit, I got a podcast to do. Shit, I am got a hypothetical. When you Google desert island hypothetical question, isn't your best way of going down to that. All I had was, I think one of the hypothetical questions was, if you had a girl that was half fish, it was half fish, half person, which half would you choose? Because the bottom half would be fin, top half would be woman, so you could have interaction. But if the bottom half was female and the top half was fish, you could fuck it. Right?
Yeah.
That was the ingredients of half the desert island ones I could find. So I had to change it up a bit, and thanks to Shaun, he adjusted it. Otherwise, it would have sounded like a mouthful of marbles.
Yes.
So we have got our desert island hypothetical, and that is this week. You are stuck in a Hunger Games-esque desert island themed base. You were dropped in. You don't know who the other people are. Mm-hmm. But you get to choose whoever movie hero to be a bodyguard.
Okay.
Who is it?
Oh, you finished?
Yeah.
No. I was expecting it to be longer.
Like you said, Dan, Paul pitched that to me about, an hour ago? And
Same here.
Fuck me. You don't have to complicate things, Paul.
Oh, I tell you what, I've already said this earlier on before we started recording, but I was in the car park of Aldi's. I thought, right, phone Paul and tell him I'm going to be a bit late, because he was knocking on to about 6 o'clock, which is when we were originally going to record. I thought, right, I'd knock the phone him up. And then it turned into a conversation about a hypothetical question idea. And I gotta be honest, I need to go home and go to the toilet and have some food. Not precisely at the same time, but But I was thinking, yeah, Paul, yeah. And he was going on and on and on and on. And it's like, you're on a desert island. Yeah, you got 6 heroes.
Nice.
You got to choose a comedian, and you got to fly. I don't know. It's like, what? Just surprise me, Paul. I gotta go home.
Thanks, guys. Let's just delve into the depths. Paul phoned me up and said, right, I've got this hypothetical question. The hypothetical question is, You are stranded on a desert island, because we always do a desert island when you're on, Shaun.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. The scenario is you are stranded on an island with 7 other people. You are number 8. The other 7 people are TV, like, action heroes. So you've got Jean-Claude Van Damme, you've got Arnie, you've got so-and-so, you've got so-and-so, you've got this person, you've got that person. You have to decide, you've got to take a weapon into you of your choice to defend yourself against these action heroes. And then he went on to another bit where he added another clause to say that there was a bomb strapped to your leg, like off, I forget what the bloody film is called now, with
the one with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's The Departed, or...
something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Then you've got a comedian along with you.
Yeah,
and
your choice of a comedian, may I add. Your choice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your choice of a comedian, along with all this other shit going on, you've got to now choose a comedian who, if he snatches
might screw you over.
If he snatches this little tag off your, like, ankle bracelet, a bomb goes off and he wins £25,000 or some shit like that.
Yeah, he wins money. Literally, like, if you're the final person, you're going to the final tag, you've killed everybody else by pulling their tags by your team member helping you. He then gets to the final tag, and he has the option of pulling your tag, possibly. Which comedian do you choose? Which weapon is it? And do you think he'll screw you? Because if he does kill you, it means he's actually... like, you've been a team running up into this, and you've could have killed everybody. He might have been... he might have to defy everything and win have 25k, or both of you go to the very end and win nothing, just you win the game, and you both survive.
At this point, I said, well, Paul asked me, what do you think? And I said, honestly, Paul, it's far too fucking long. I got lost explaining it.
That's why I kind of bumbled through it. I can't remember half of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I said, right, let's make it a little bit shorter. So anyway, on to the hypothetical question. Who wants to go first?
So do you want to refresh that one? Because I think we cloudily went back over the question. So you need to pick a bodyguard who is a superhero or action hero from a movie that could help you win a Hunger Games on a desert island against 7 or 8 other people that you ain't got a fucking clue who they are.
Okay. So action hero, yep.
Action hero.
Action hero. He was a man stranded on a desert island.
I know what I'm picking.
With an absolute dipshit. I think I know who I'm going to pick for... logically, who I'm going to pick.
Oh, go on.
I'm going to choose Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games, because she's done it before.
Fuck, that's a fucking good shout.
Paul?
I know what I'm picking anyways. I'm picking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Freaking, because literally he's done the movie, he's firstly Terminator, secondly he's been in the film Running Man, what was pretty much a Hunger Games.
Right, let me just get this straight now. Is he Arnold Schwarzenegger, the actor, or is he a, like, T-1000 Terminator? I just want to rule in on this.
That's hard, because literally I have to kill him at the very end of it.
It's a good point. Is it the actual character from a film superhero, action hero, or the actor who plays the action hero?
I don't know. Now thinking of it, maybe it's best to pick the character. Well, the character who is the Arnold Schwarzenegger character from The Running Man. I don't know his actual his film persona, but it would have been the guy from The Running Man. His persona from The Running Man, because he literally that is an old school version of Hunger Games. If you really think about it, it was a TV show that did it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
It's amazing.
I need to watch that one.
You've never seen Running Man?
No, it's one of those. There's one of those films that.
Dan. Go fuck yourself. You do not know films. How dare you?
You want to fucking talk? Up until a couple of months ago, you hadn't seen Shawshank Redemption, which I made you watch.
Oh, no then. Now then.
What a shit fucking film. No, I'm joking. It was amazing. One of the best movies I've ever watched in a good while.
You're such a
swear I've seen that
hypocritical
movie.
bastard when it comes to that, Paul. Because you
I love
are
it.
constantly
Fucking love it.
saying, me and Paul talk all the time on Xbox, and he's forever saying, Shaun, you're never going to guess this. Fucking, I was talking to my missus earlier, and she's never seen this film.
Yeah, she never watched Beetlejuice. Like, what the fuck?
And yet, I'll say a couple of films which I think are fucking, like, classics. And you'll go, no, I never watched it. How can you have never watched Shawshank Redemption? I can't remember what the other ones were fucking...
Oh, wait a minute. Let's not take Dan to this scenario. Let's fucking throw him under the bus too. Freaking, I'm all a big fan of lobbing people under the freaking number 10 bus. Like, you know, at one point, Shaun, he'd never watched fucking A Flight of the Navigator, and secondly, he's never and. Was it? Batteries not included.
That's right.
He's now watched both of them.
I've watched both now, after a good grilling off Paul. So
Yeah, freaking, like these are Disney classics.
Is that effectively our lives? Have you watched
Yeah,
this
pretty
film?
much.
No, you must watch this film. I am not your friend until you watch this film.
you see, Paul
Yeah,
has a
look away.
basement. He has a dungeon where he straps you to a chair, puts those things in your eyes that keep them open, and makes you watch it on the projector. You know,
God, this sounds really bad. Freaking, if anybody is listening to this, gentlemen, this is very much a hypothetical. Shh, guys, God damn it, you're giving away my fucking basement.
it's not good. Not as good as my dungeon.
What was the one that Jane said a day back that she didn't watch? Beetlejuice was last year. This year, genuine, it was close on being. It's been a great 6 years. I think it's time to finish. What was that fucking...
You told me about this and everything.
Oh my God, I can't remember the movie she mentioned, and I was literally like, that's a big movie that you've never watched. How? I think I need to get her down. I think I need to find out, like, if I had some form of way, she's not even in the room, like, so I can't even do sign language to go, what the fuck? Okay.
Did you tell me about it?
Yeah, you guys do your thing. I'm going to double check on it.
Okay,
Right.
fair enough.
Right. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
If we can't find out what it is, maybe we can do some like editing in post. So we'll go. The film that she hasn't watched is pause for effect. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, she hasn't watched that.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ! Oh man, you know. So Shaun, how should we kill him?
I don't know. He does like food, maybe poison.
Cool. That's a good point. We'll just poison his Haribo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does like his Haribo.
Yeah. So, he's coming back.
Oh, he's coming back.
Oh, right. Shh.
Well, I'm back from talking to the missus, and we have come to the agreement that it is the film White Chicks that she's never seen.
That's the one she was talking about. I remember it was something like that.
I'm not going to lie to you, right? It's been great. Well, because I'm not going to lie to you.
Paul.
Don't you fucking dare, bitch! Don't you dare!
Currently got my hand in the air. You're gonna have to dump me too. I ain't seen White Chicks.
Oh, what's that?
Shaun,
Dan was disconnected from the party chat.
Shaun,
Guys?
do we start calling this
Guys?
this podcast
Guys?
SMP cast? Because literally, like, I don't think I could be with Dan anymore. That has never seen White Chicks. God damn you, Dan! You've never seen the Terry Crews moment when making my way back down. You've never seen that part.
In my
That's
defense,
the best
in
part
my
of the fucking
defense,
movie.
I've seen bits of White Chicks. I've seen parts of it in passing, like walking through the living room. It's on TV. It's like, what's this? White Chicks? Oh, okay.
No.
And then gone on with my life. But
Nope.
No,
No, there's all types of nope. I'm not taking it, Shaun. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it.
it's fine.
Right.
Next
I'm
movie
going to
night, we're watching White Chicks.
Right,
Okay,
calm
fine.
down, you two. Stop fucking fighting. I'm going to end this segment by saying my pick for the hypothetical question that we started 20 minutes ago, and I'm just going to say Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones.
I'll tell you what,
That's the young
if I
Indiana
was
Jones
picking
where he could
Harrison
actually
Ford, I
speak.
would have chosen President Ford, because at the end of it all, you can say, "Get off my
Get off
island."
my plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
that's Air Force One, isn't it?
It is indeed.
movie.
That's why I said
It
if I was
is.
picking a Harrison
Fucking
Ford,
great
I'd pick
movie.
President Ford.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
a
a
great
damn
movie.
good
That's one of my best movies. That's easily my top 15 movies.
Yeah, that's a great film. Lovely
Freaking,
soundtrack.
that's the only movie that you'll ever see Stephen Segal in it for about a millisecond of about 5 minutes.
Who was he in that?
Yeah.
Stephen Segal. He was the aeroplane. He was the I think it's the aeroplane pilot that ends up going down with when they suck up to the ship. Not to the ship, to the fucking to the plane.
Okay.
So, and as he goes down, he's literally like, "Boys, go, 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 go!" And something goes wrong. There's a malfunction as they're sucking up into the plane because they have to
with the
temperature
refueling,
no, they because they knew it was getting it got boycotted by terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
They'd got a plane underneath it and got into the cubby hole, and they couldn't go inside it until like they vacuum pressured the hole, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to go up and the plane would implode. So as they were doing that, they went up, and something went wrong with the plane. And as they were getting up, they just about got Harrison Ford, and he goes down with the plane.
Are you talking about Air Force One?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Air
Yeah,
Force One.
he's explaining it like a load of shit, to be fair.
All right.
You know the bit right at the end where you've got a plane on the left-hand side?
No, it's right in the very beginning.
What?
No.
Right in the very beginning it is. Literally, that's how he gets on the plane.
At the end of Air Force
He's
One.
already on the plane.
Which one am I talking about with Stephen Segal? That's not the one Stephen Segal.
You're talking about Con Air.
Con Air? No, that's not Con Air, no.
I don't know.
Fuck it. Guys, we need... I think it's Harrison Ford. I think it's, look at Stephen Segal movies on IMDb, and he's going to be done for one in fucking, I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
The 90,
Hang on.
1996 bracket, somewhere near that.
IMDb. Let's have a look here. Stephen
Segal,
Segal.
freaking, yeah. He's in there for about a millisecond or 50 minutes. It's fucking swear down it's fucking Harrison Ford in it. Now thinking it might be another actor. This movie is like one of the best movies ever. It's fucking amazing.
Is this one of those moments where Dan just goes, yeah, computer's saying no? Paul, what are you talking about?
This is a movie. It's like one of the best movies. I love it.
There we go. Stephen Segal.
at his IMDb.
Stephen Segal. Let's have a look here. Right then. Let's have, you said it was around the 90s somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 90s.
Okay,
Sure.
right. Let's go.
Oh, and I can use IMDb as well. I'm going to do some fucking research here too.
Okay.
I could fucking split screen my shit.
Under Siege.
Right.
On Deadly Ground, Under Siege 2, The Glimmer Man, Fired Down... Oh, hang on, these are producers. I want actor. Right. Right then. Under Siege, On Deadly Ground, Under Siege 2. Wait, produced all this film too, apparently. The Glimmer Man, Fire Down Below, The Patriot, Exit Wounds, Ticker, Half Past Dead, The Foreigner, Out for a Kill, Belly of the Beast, Clementine, Out of Reach... Now we're into the 2000s, so...
Yeah, why not?
So,
I will
Paul,
find
you're
this
lying.
motherfucking movie. No, it is a movie, boys. I will fucking... I will go to my grave saying it's a fucking movie, because I know there is. I've watched it.
Yes, but
It
it's
is one of
not
the-
Air Force One, which we were talking about originally.
I swear it's Air Force One.
You effectively just named a random film with Stephen Segal in it for 30 seconds.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to use Google's full power here. I'm going to just type in plain film with Stephen Segal. Enlighten me, Google.
Oh, fucking hell. We're going to have to pause this video, go off, all three of us watch Air Force One, and then reconvene.
Oh, hang on. Executive Decision, 1996. When terrorists seize control of an airliner, an intelligence analyst accompanies it. Oh, it's Kurt Russell, Halle Berry, Steven Seagal, John Leguizamo.
Oh, that's it. That's the movie.
Is it? Oh, there we go.
But it's not Air Force
Not Air Force
One, which is the original question.
All right. Okay.
So what's that movie called?
It's called Executive Decision. Pull the shit out of my mouth. Executive Decision.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yes.
Executive
Yeah,
decision.
freaking great movie, guys. You should really watch it. Freaking Stephen Segal's amazing in it for the 5 minutes they did.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Air Force One. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, fuck, guys. I just realised I might go for freaking Snake Plissken. Freaking that guy's fucking legit.
That's a good one. Yeah, he's cool.
I'm going for Snake Plissken for the actual hypothetical question that we've differed off about 30 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about a hypothetical question, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we all choose in the end? I forgot. Oh, Paul's doing his kind of innocent.
So, have we all chosen our hypothetical?
For God's sakes, yes, we've all chosen. Shall we move it on?
I chose Jennifer Lawrence, Katniss Evergreen, whatever her fucking name is. What did you choose, Paul?
I go Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken, and Shaun chose
Harrison Ford.
That's which ignited our exhilarating conversation about Stephen Segal in Air Force One, which he was not.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, each and every week we do a hypothetical question. This is our hypothetical corner. And this week, guys, I got a bit of a doozy one for you because I think you've got to tactically play this question into your favour. So you can pick any 3 people in the world to be marooned on an island with. Who would you choose and why?
Question.
Yes.
Fictional, non-fictional?
You choose. You go ahead. You are picking these 3 people. Obviously make it more logical, more than just, beyond crazy, but at the same time as well, you hit it out of the park.
Now that makes it more interesting again. Oh, she doesn't even
Well,
have to be
hang on,
rude.
you can't just place a question on me like that and expect me to have an answer straight a bloody way. Hang on.
I was just going to say someone else answer. I got to think about this.
Right, okay, let's put some rules into this hypothetical question, right? Is that
Yeah,
if you're
to stop me
thinking
from
a little
choosing
more
Superman.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying now. I think we can't choose anything. Okay, we take out full superheroes flat there because literally they could fly, they could do all that kind of shit. It makes life a little easier. I'm talking anybody in a real world scenario. So you're talking Bear Grylls, etc., etc.
Fuck that. I'm not eating bug shit.
Yeah, but you're marooned on an island now, right?
Yeah.
You got to realize you've been trapped off, you're marooned on an island, You've got to have these 3 people. Now, any of these 3 people are going to end out making your life 5 million times easier on this island.
Okay. Sorry, I may have blanked out. Did you say they're allowed to be fictitious now or non-fictitious?
No, I would say not. Freaking, the more I thought of it there, the more I realised that that question could become so much more easier going, well, just fly me back home, then, pal. I'll pick Superman.
Yeah, actually, when Shaun said Superman, I was like, that's a fucking good idea. You can fly us out of that. Go to Tesco's. Come back again.
No, I say non-fictional because, as I said, it does destroy the element of the question. So I would state the fact. I would go straight on the line of somebody who lives in a real world.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to throw another curveball in there. Does it have to be from this time period? Because I've got one that's a massive curveball.
Okay, hit me with it and I'll tell you yes or no.
Argos, the famous Greek shipbuilder who built the Argo.
So not the shop.
Not the shop, no.
Oh.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you it. I'll give you it because literally you still have to find that resources on that island for it.
Sweet.
How big's the island? Does it have trees? And
the island is it's a maroon island, so literally all you got is palm trees and shit. It's your bog standard island.
Okay, not like a little shitty, like the typical drawing of an island of a shitty tiny lump of sand with a palm tree sticking out of it. It's not one of those, is it?
It's your bog standard run-of-the-mill island that has just palm trees. You got to find your own food.
Like Castaway.
Water does stream somewhere in that island, but you don't know where. And there's no one on that island but the 3 people and yourself.
Is it like the island from Castaway?
Yeah, it wouldn't be far off. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
That's a very good analogy to maybe place into that. Yeah,
that's right. I want to know how much resources we've got. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. Castaway is a very good point to go off. Castaway Island.
Okay, cool.
So, who are you going for, Shaun? Or you still thinking of the 3 people?
I've got 2. I'm just trying not to pick Bear Grylls.
Now, see, I've kind of thought this through.
All right.
Now,
I'm marooned on an island.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this question doesn't actually quotate if there's life beyond the island. I'd have to take a flying dive into that question to really go beyond it, if you know what I mean. It's like I'd be taking a hell of a chance to see if there's another island or people around me. Like, I'm just marooned on an island with 3 people. So I kind of want to cover all bases. I need, obviously, a love interest.
Mm-hmm.
I'd need somebody who can basically find shit, cook shit, and do A to Z with everything everything he knows in real life. So a Bear Grylls-esque person. Mm-hmm. And then somebody that you can have an entertainment base out of. I mean, you got to kind of try and cover all bases, don't you? So, who do I go as like a... Because I want to bring a woman into the mix.
Well, I think I've got mine.
Go on. Hit me with them, Dan. Go on.
Okay. Tom Hanks. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
explain that one. That's a random one, but
he seems like a nice guy, and he did Castaway, so he might have learned a few things.
Okay.
When you said someone who can collect things, know the herbs and shit like that, Gordon Ramsay, because he'd probably knock us into shape, and cook us some food.
Okay.
And Emma Stone, because she's pretty.
Because she's pretty.
She's pretty.
Pretty.
We have to have something.
Actually,
no, I wouldn't. Gordon Ramsay would probably take it, and I get jealous, and then it'll be a big fight. Oh, I have to think this all through again.
Yeah, literally, because you think about it now, right? Is that your love interest is going to be like a sausage fest there? Because naturally, it's you. It dully over her, but she might not be dully over you, and she could be over the other two.
Yeah, I'm not usually the guy that comes out on top, so she either go for Tom Hanks or Gordon Ramsay, and I'll be there in the corners, crying and masturbating.
God damn it. No, see, I could go 2 directions with this. I could go with my actual original partner right now. So that would make more sense that she'd be with me in this island. Problem is, she'd die in the first couple of weeks because she's useless in that kind of scenario. So there's a gain and there's a minus in that one straight on the back.
You can always eat her.
No, see, I said this to her today now, and she literally quoted to me, and she just went, "Yeah, but I'd eat you first." And I was thinking, I'm a bigger meal, and I'm fucking sure I'd outlive her. So I don't know how she's eating me. So she get bitten by a fucking spider the next day and end up dying due to I've had a spider bite. Shit, I'm dead. So I can see that occurring. So I'm going to go for Ronda Rousey as my female.
Who's that?
Only because Ronda Rousey. Come on now.
Hang on, I'll Google it now. Ronda Rousey.
UFC.
Oh, I got you. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey. She's hard as motherfucking nails.
Oh, there we are.
She looks like she can most probably survive.
Oh, she can crack open a few coconuts, couldn't she?
Oh, of course, good. Yeah. She wouldn't take no shit off anybody. See, I would go Ed Stafford as my my guide to help because he can cook in major environments, and he's. I don't know if you've ever watched the show Ed Stafford, but he literally goes into these big environments, like in places where you would die, and goes there for a full entire week to survive. Okay. So I'd have him because I'm pretty sure, if we ended up breeding with Ronda, we'd have a nice inbreeded selection of kids. That's what you can help out with. And then I'm trying to think of the third
bald
person.
versions of you with glasses.
I'm trying to think of the third person might be. It's hard to place a third person because naturally, you don't want it to upset the herd of what you have. Gordon Ramsay's not a bad fucking shout.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gordon Ramsay because he's a hard bastard.
Do you want me to jump in with mine or?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go on. Right, my 3, like I said earlier, the first one is Argo.
Okay.
Big mythical shipbuilder. So he's going to be there to build us a boat to get us the fuck out of Dodge and back to civilization. Because I couldn't survive on a desert island without my Xbox and my telly.
Okay, I see that. I see it.
I'm going to have to go with Bear Grylls just because he's going to be the one that builds a camp. He knows how to make fire out of rubbing 2 bits of shit together, all that nonsense.
Yeah.
So he's going to be there to keep us alive. Argo is there to build a boat to get us out. And for the third option, I'm going to pick Morgan Freeman to narrate everything that happens.
Oh, Shaun, you beautiful bastard. You have thought this motherfucker out.
I told you I needed 2 minutes.
Bear Grylls is rubbing two pieces of shit together.
My third guy is going to be Noah.
Damn you, Paul.
Noah's going to be my third guy. And the reason for that bracket is that he can literally live... he can build me a motherfucking boat. As I said, if shit went sideways, he's a carpenter. So it means he can build us a house if we do end up making a civilization on that island. If not, we can build a boat because God's going to give him some supplies. And
if you're going for Noah, if you're going for carpenters, I'm going for Jesus then.
That's a hell of a fucking shout. That's a hell of a fucking shout.
What are you thinking? Jesus walks you back to civilization while he's walking on water with water on his
he could just fuck off and leave us there, couldn't he?
I genuinely think you're missing the massive point with Jesus on this one, right? I think Dan's hit on the fucking nail. You would be rat-assed every fucking night. He can turn water into wine.
Yeah. Or you just walk across the water and fuck off.
Yeah, you could do that too. Or you could literally turn bread, as the quotated message goes, you can turn one fish into plenty of fish. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you can literally make one fish into a dating site.
Yeah. See what you did there.
But at the same time as well, that's a hell of a fucking shout, genuine. Like if you're going off what Jesus probably quoted, broke your ankle, he'd end up helping you. Supposedly you can mend that kind of stuff. Yeah. Damn it, I wish I went fucking Jesus now. God damn it.
God damn it, Dan is allowed Jesus, but I'm not allowed Superman.
But the problem is, Shaun, Superman never walked this earth. See, this is where Dan's one is literally going on a hell of a shout of that. You go, okay, he's got Jesus. All that he knows about Jesus is all just a story. Can you imagine this guy called Jesus who turns up on the desert on his island with him, and you go, come on, Emal, come on, get us fish, get us wine. I'm sorry, pal. They're all stories.
It just turns out
what are you on about?
It just turns out he's a very good magician of his time, but in this day he's a shit magician.
Yeah. All you pretty much got is a modern day Darren Brown.
Yeah, pretty much. I can stand in this
fucking useless too.
Yeah, I can stand in this glass box for 48 hours. If that's it. If that's any use to you. No, it's not Jesus. Oh.
Fuck off, Jesus. God damn you, Jesus. You've been all lies to us. Right then, guys, I think we covered that one quite well. I think to be honest, Shaun went on the element of going out and looking for more civilization. I went with basically breeding with Rhonda, and you, Dan, you went on the point that you hope to God that Jesus is what he says he is.
So basically, in conclusion, I'm going with Tom Hanks, Emma Stone, and Jesus.
I ain't going much better. I'm going on the hope that there is a God, so he can give me the fucking wood and the animals, so I won't run out of food, and he can build me a motherfucking boat.
At least Noah can attract the animals. So, if you get hungry, he's like, bring forth an elephant. Oh. That was my impression of an elephant. Oh.
Yeah, that'll slightly fuck up the count when you all try and get on the ark, though. Yeah. So we've got 300 bunnies, 2 lions, and 1 elephant. Where's the other elephant gone? Sorry, we got hungry.
I'm just there nibbling into a trunk. I don't know.
No, at that point, you've literally got like cutlery made out of ivory. Yeah.
Dan, have you seen the other elephant anywhere playing on a piano with ivory keys? No.
Freaking playing a tune out as you go out into water.
Ding 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 ding. What?
If you had to pee insanely bad for the rest of your life, or poo insanely bad for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Oh, Jesus.
It's a tough one.
It is
Well,
a tough one.
Because
Depends
both
on...
complement each other nicely. Like when you take a poo, you have a pee. And it's a double release.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes that happens. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I go for a pee, end up having a poo as well. I was like, oh, I didn't expect this. Good job I'm sitting down.
That's a very good point.
I tell you, I'm very much a fan of a sit-down wee. And the amount of times I've accidentally done a sit-down poo as well is a staggering amount. I was like, oh, I only came here for that. I only came here for a number one. Ended up leaving with a number two.
It's better than a
Left three
stand-up
behind.
poo.
Oh, a stand-up poo. So,
Right. I
thing
looked
probably
at this.
doesn't
I
come
looked
true.
at this I looked at this hypothetical question like this, all right?
I think I know
it's-
what I'm going to pick.
Well, I picked it like the way because you think about it. Every time you look, you feel like you suddenly need to pee or poo. You've got a certain walk to it, haven't you? If you pee, you cross the legs. If you poo, you hold your buttocks together and literally put your finger near your asshole as if like that's going to plug the shit.
I can honestly say I've never done that. Ever.
No, have you not seen the
You're on
walk?
your own.
Right,
I put a cork
no.
up was what I do.
No. Have you not seen the walk that people do when they literally need a poo? Like they sort of like they go on their tippy toes nearly and they're fucking like holding their asshole.
I've never seen that in real life. I've seen that on like the fucking Sims. Like
kid
when my
you not,
character's
right?
going to poop.
I work in a travel lodge and I work on to a motor services and I see that so fucking regular. It's unholy. Honest to God, right? You walk in and go through and you see them do this because it's quite confusing where the toilets are and you see them do this. You go, where's the toilets? Where's the toilets? And I'm looking and going, toilets? Straight down. And they just go, okay. And literally, like, you can just see them fucking, it is the twinkle toes whilst fucking holding the buttocks.
Is there a little soundtrack coming out of their asses? Sort of,
Oh god.
No, I like normally when I love normally making the tune going.
A little trumpet solo.
Oh yeah, there is some weird shit that basically happens. Mind the pun, freaking. But which ones would you choosing, guys? Because I think I might have to go for the poo.
I go for poo. I tell you for why. Because can I get personal?
Yep,
All right.
get up personal on this.
So when I was 16, I got diagnosed with a skin condition on my penis, where I could not pull my foreskin back. The result of this, ended up with me having a circumcision. Now,
Okay.
and then one day after the circumcision, I thought the skin condition was gone. Turns out it had seeped onto my japsai ever so much. Ever such a little. Is japsai? Is that allowed to be said?
Yeah.
You
the
go whatever you want.
The needle of the eye of my penis.
the Eye of Sauron.
Dude,
whatever
we
you
say
wanna call it,
fucking
yeah.
cunt. I don't think Jap's eye is literally going to be out there.
Yeah, the needle of the eye of the penis had a little skin over it. So I had to go for an operation. Well, I went to the doctor who did the circumcision. I love a guy.
Yeah.
I think his name was Mr. Fenn. Because when you're a doctor, you get to be a specialist, and then you go back to being a Mister. It's really weird. Like you become
Okay.
Batman then after that. But so Mr. Fenn, he was like, "You sure you want me to do this?" Because the way I found out that was I peed in two different directions and missed the toilet when I stood up having a pee.
All right.
So imagine the toilet like there, and then my pee just
Yeah.
went psst on the wall and the floor. Very upsetting. But he was like, "This is a hell of a party trick you've got going there, mate. You sure you want to get rid of this?" And I went, "Yeah, I think so. I think it's very inconvenient, Mr. Fan." He went, "All right, I'm fine." So he did. And anyway, the operation was very simple. I was KO'd, and they put a rod down my penis, pumped the rod up with air, and then pulled it out. Simple, right? Simple. Anyway.
That sounds fucking painful.
Gone.
That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, but I was unconscious. But the first piss I had after it, oh my god, it was the most painful piss I've ever had. I can still remember the pain. Like, it was blinding. Imagine, like, pissing fiery razor blades, and that is what it felt like. And like, to the point where I nearly knocked myself, it nearly knocked me out, and I peed on myself. and had to call a nurse to help. I would happily choose poo because, you know, sometimes in this day and age, you have a bit of a painful poo. Like, you know, sometimes if you've had too much fibre and you haven't pooed all day, that poo is going to fucking stretch your anus cavity to a whole new level. Well, that is a poo that I've had, and I know for a fact that I've lived through it, and at no point is it as bad as the pain.
I love this podcast.
And,
I absolutely
so I'm going to say poo, because, and I pee more. I pee more during the day than pooing. So I think if I have to have like a poo like once or twice a day, maybe 3 times if I've got a bad belly, I'd rather do that than have a painful piss every fucking hour. Imagine it on a night out and you've broken the seal. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. I'd be crying my eyes out. So poo every time. Thank you.
This is possibly up there with one of the best hypotheticals I think I punked out.
I'm sorry, boys, but it's got to be said.
Oh my god, this is fucking genius. But yet, he has a very good point. I mean, literally, like, the only thing that does go against is that if you literally have to feel like you have to poo for the rest of your life, then the irritating part about that is that when you do need a poo, when do you actually feel like, when does it actually give you that motion? Secondly, is that, does that mean then you have to go poo in public? And I mean, that's like public toilets, and Moomins have got a very bad experience with pooing in public toilets. It's up to him if he wants to go into detail with. But the sit does I couldn't poo in a public toilet. It's something about it like that just feels a little anal. Freaking hey,
fantastic, yeah.
I'm all over the shop, yeah, don't know. Freaking I'm melting with the fucking heat.
I have no shame. I'll shit in the public toilet, no problem. Yeah,
I've had a terrible experience in a public toilet pooping. I'd still poop in a public toilet.
Yeah. What happened to you?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to tell. That's what I tell.
Yeah, go on, it's up to you, Mum. It's your story to tell.
So anyway, my girlfriend at the time, it was like 4 years ago or something. Anyway, she wanted me to go get like a suit or something from her friend's house. And it was like the complete opposite way. So I went to go to a public toilet, okay? And I was really needing a poop. And I was going to my friend's house to play a board game, okay? That's all the destination was. But I had to go the other way. So I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to hold this. And I didn't walk like how Paul believes people walk, like putting a fist up their arsehole to stop it from coming out. I walked like a man who was clenching his bum and trying to speed walk and power walk like a motherfucker. So that's what I was doing. And I ended up getting to this public toilet. And I remember I walked in, and in front of me there was 3 cubicles. So there was one on the left, which had a toilet in it, one in the middle, which had nothing in it, and one on the right, which had a closed door. And it kind of looked like a cupboard or something. It was weird. So I obviously dart for the one with the toilet. I'm not going to shit on the floor, am I, in the middle one? So I go to the one with the toilet in it. And you know, like when you're in a new place,
Yeah.
you look around, don't you? You're looking around, you look at the graffiti, you look at the, like, call me if you want a blowjob number. It's usually, I can tell you the number, it's always mine. But yeah, like I was looking around, and then, you know, like in the corner, like right in the corner of your eye, you kind of notice something, and you think, what the hell's that? It looks like a hole. So yeah, I kind of look like round to my left now, and I'm having my little poop. And all of a sudden, I lean back, and I see it's a hole. I look through it, and there's an eye looking back at me.
Oh.
Yeah, and
It was a glory hole.
I screamed, but it wasn't a manly scream. It was like a, ah! Like that. And then I heard, like, this human being, this piece of shit, scuffle around and go back in that closed cubicle. Well, I didn't hear him leave. That was it. I didn't know where he went, but I didn't hear him leave. So I thought I was going to either get killed or raped and killed. And I say that in genuineness. Like, I thought that could happen. I had no idea. I just saw an eye. So I put my keys between my knuckles. And, well, actually, first of all, I finished off my poo. Good job I was in the right place as well, because I shit myself. So I put my keys in between my knuckles, and I was ready to, like, punch a guy. I would say, like, not kill a guy, but like maim him somewhat, like maim him. And I went out there and he wasn't there. He was in that bloody cubicle. So I was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Then washed my hands and left. And then by the time I got to my friend's house, I cried loads because I felt like I'd been sexually assaulted.
Now, there's a high chance that you weren't a million miles away from being what you just stated, sexually assaulted. But the best part to that, right? And this is the best part I found out of the whole entire story. He still washed his hands.
I still washed my hands.
Not literally, like...
I didn't think it was going to come out. So, anyway, I got to my friend's house. This is kind of like the happy ending. And I'm not ending that way either. Like, so, I go to my friend's house and I'm crying and they're laughing at me. And I'm like, no, it wasn't funny. I was, like, scared. And I was Googling this toilet and trying to find out. Anyway, to my pleasure, it turns out I just accidentally had a poo in what is known as an underground jogging site. So, yeah, basically it was just a man looking to suck a penis. But I just went for a poo.
It was just a common glory hole.
Basically, yes. I walked into a glory hole, which explains why the middle toilet had nothing. Because I guess it was just a whole section for you to kind of get your mojo on the go if you're that way inclined.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, so I felt way better then because I kind of didn't feel sexually assaulted, more that I just kind of stumbled into the wrong place. And that's how I sleep at night.
I thought you looked familiar.
You son of a bitch, Dan. Oh my god. Terrifying. I was so scared, I can't explain. But yeah, that was my day.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the 3 old school hypotheticals that Dan picked out for you this episode. And if you want to get a hold of us on all platforms, you can these days. You can do that on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Now, all you have to do pretty much is either search the DPCast podcast, that is capital D, capital P, capital C, A-S-T podcast. Or you can go onto Facebook and Twitter and you just got to be at DPCasters, capital D, capital P, capital C, ASTERS, and that gives you all the stuff that we upload quite regular. It's easy to actually listen to our podcast through these platforms too because we link them up. And YouTube these days, we've got all our current podcast playlist there, and we've got so much more extra content coming to you on YouTube. We've got a couple of sponsors that we're helping out at the moment, and they're going to come on. We've got a bit of a curry challenge coming up, and we've got Shaun coming up for that one. That's awesomeness. We've got one or two interviews that we're really excited for coming up, and they're big. Well, the guy we're talking to is a big celebrity we're talking to. Now, we're not going to spoil that. We're just hoping it's going to go through properly. Anyways, it's been a pleasure to talk to you guys again this week. I can't wait to be back recording an awesome episode per week once again for you guys. Hope you had a good one. Ciao for now.